Next, I want to cover the quick process of renewing your dealer's license so you can get your license renewed as soon as possible. You must complete a New Mexico Used Motor Vehicle Dealer application from the New Mexico Motor Vehicle Division. And I'm going to show you how to download that form in just a moment. So you can also renew online. So I'll show you both ways here, and you can choose what's best for you. But the application must be completed correctly and in its entirety. Mistakes on your dealer license renewal application can cause significant delays in the licensing renewal process. So we're going to complete one on paper, and then I'm also going to show you how to do that online. But obviously, you must maintain your $50,000 dealer surety bond if you're selling motor vehicles, or if you're just selling motorcycles, you just have to have that $12,500 dealer surety bond. But if you change bonding companies during the licensure period, then you must submit your new original bond to the state. If you're just using the same bonding company, then you can just submit the receipt. But they also want you to be aware that all these business documents must be sent as well, such as local city licenses and any type of county licenses that you might be required. And also, don't forget your application fee. If you're paying via check, then you'll put that check into the envelope that you're mailing to the MVD, but you'll also be able to pay securely when I show you how to apply online. So don't forget that $50 fee. The state is going to do a current license comparison. So all information submitted to the MVD on your dealer application renewal must match your current dealer license information for consistency and accuracy. So a dealer's license will not be renewed until all discrepancies are corrected. The MVD is also going to do a routine background check on your taxes. So the Dealer License Bureau does routine background checks on taxes to make sure that you're current on your taxes. So if any taxes are not current with the New Mexico Taxation and Revenue Department or, the Secretary of State, they may require additional documentation as well. Also, you're probably aware that in order to renew your license, you've got to attend this 4-hour course, which you're taking right now. And at the very end of the course, you'll be able to download your official certificate of completion, and you can either print that up and put it in the envelope if you're mailing your license renewal, or you can save that on a computer and you can upload it as well. So please keep that in mind, and do not forget your certificate of completion, and that's going to show the state that you have actually completed that requirement. And then you're going to submit that renewal. So like I said, first, I want to show you how to renew your license via paper, and then I'm going to show you how to submit your renewal online. So the first thing you're going to need to do if you're renewing on paper, you're going to need to download MVD form 10781, which you can easily download at the New Mexico dealer.com website. So if you need to download any of the forms we talk about in the course, you can just go right here, go to newmexicodealer.com, and you're going to scroll down and click on New Mexico Dealer Forms, and you'll be able to easily download that form to send to the state. So I'm going to go ahead and magnify this here so we can take a look at this application as we go through it. The first thing you want to do is you want to put your dealer license number here, the date that your dealer license expires, and the legal business name. And don't forget your tax ID for the state and your federal tax ID number. So make sure you fill that information out. Over here, you want to make sure and put your certificate of completion number, which is going to be the number that is on your continuing education certificate of completion, and the date that you did complete your training. So make sure that's accurate, and that'll actually be on your certificate of completion that you're going to download. Put your Secretary of State or partnership numbers here. Also, most of us are going to be doing a renewal, and they want to know the type of vehicles that you're selling. So this is your primary lot application address right here. And if you have any supplemental locations, then you would enter that information down here. And don't forget to put your bond underwriter and the insurance agent that wrote the bond for you, okay? One is the underwriter and one is the insurance agent that sold you the bond. Make sure and put your dealer license number here. And once again, you put your dealership name. Now, everyone, when we're completing the rest of this information, you want to make sure that you are recording it accurately. If you ever submitted false information on a dealer license application, you could be charged with a misdemeanor. So you want to make sure that everything is true and correct, not only for you, but for each other person whose name is on the dealer license. So the state wants to know if you've ever had a license denied in the past. They also want to know if you've been arrested or charged with any felonies. Then once again, they also want to know if you've had any disciplinary action on a dealer's license in the state of New Mexico or any other state, and also if you've ever had any type of occupational licenses denied. So you want to make sure and sign this here. And then we're going to put our license number, legal entity, the type of ownership. Only check one, because you're either going to be a corporation, LLC, trust, or partnership. So just check one there. And now you need to put each person whose name is on the license. Okay, so this is a requirement. And everyone, if you do have multiple partners, you need to make sure that the ownership percentage totals 100. Okay, so make sure and put the accurate ownership percentage along with each person's residential telephone number that is not the dealership phone number. So you're going to see about 4 pages on the back of the application that just have additional, information and instructions if you need those. But once you've gathered up all of your paperwork, then you can shove it into a big old envelope, throw a couple of stamps on there, and we're going to mail it to the Motor Vehicle Division, Dealer License Bureau. Obviously, that's 505 Marquette Northwest, Suite 1501, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87102. So make sure, if you're going to mail the application, make sure and put a couple stamps on that application and mail it to the Dealer License Bureau. Or you can renew online, which I'm going to show you here. By going to eservices.mvd.newmexico.gov, you're going to go to the Tapestry web page here, and it's very automated. And one of the advantages to renewing your license online is you will not be able to renew your license unless you're including all your required documents. So it will not let you apply for your renewal unless you have all the required documents. So you can just log onto your account there. And remember that if you've got a separate recycler's license, that is a separate license. Okay, so these are 2 separate renewals. So let's say that we're just going to be renewing our dealer's license. You'll click that little link right there. And we're going to go over here, and we want to do a license renewal. So you'll click license renewal here, and there's a little bit of just information for you to read, but you're going to click the next button down here at the bottom, and you'll check whether you're a dealer or an account recycler. Let's say we're just doing our dealer renewal right now. So we would click the dealer account type and then next. And they want to know your business entity, whether you're a corporation, LLC, or partnership. Make sure and put the legal name of your dealership, and you're also going to put the license type, your Secretary of State number. Don't forget your New Mexico tax ID number you see right there. And then they're not going to take your application, obviously, unless you've got your federal employment number, which you gained, I'm sure, years ago when you got your dealer license for the very first time. Make sure and put all your mailing address information here, and you're going to click next. And now, just like on that paper version I showed you a moment ago, we need to ensure that we're doing everything truthfully and accurately, not only for you, but for each other person whose name appears on your dealer's license. So they want to know if you've ever had a dealer's license suspended in the past. They want to know if you've been convicted or charged with any felonies. They also want to know if you've got any disciplinary action against your dealership, and if you've had any other type of occupational license that's possibly been suspended or revoked. So make sure that you're answering all these questions truthfully and accurately, not only for you, but for each person whose name's on the dealer's license. Make sure and enter the number of vehicles you sold last year, your phone number, your fax number if you got one, and then you're going to put the physical lot address here, and you can add any contact information in there, such as additional owners and things like that. Okay, so then you're going to put the type of vehicles that you're selling here, and you're just going to go right down the category here, say whether you're selling, boats, commercial vehicles, motorcycles, RVs, or whatever, cars and trucks. Now, this is important information. I want you to be sure that you're entering correctly. The first thing you need to do, the 4 numbers that are on your certificate of completion that you're going to get at the end of this course when you download it. So make sure and put your continuing education course numbers there, okay? And you'll need to put your name, that's the person who's taken this course, and you're taking your training by the Automobile Dealer Training Association, and that's going to be listed on your certificate of completion. But no matter what, you need to make sure and enter my name. I'm your trainer, okay? So my name's Dallas Johnson, so just make sure and enter my name as your trainer. Once again, your trainer's name is Dallas Johnson, okay? And then you'll need to complete the location information here, and now you're going to upload those documents. So the first thing you need to make sure that you've got uploaded is your bond receipt, or if you changed bonding companies, then you're going to have a copy of your original bond there, any local city or municipal licenses, and any state ownership documents that you might need to include as well. And now we're going to be able to securely pay that renewal fee. And they give you a choice here. You can either use a credit card, or if you want to use an e-check. And an e-check is just using the routing number and the account number off of a paper check, so you can use an e-check. or credit card, whatever's going to be more convenient for you there to pay your renewal fee. If you have any questions whatsoever, then you can contact the Dealer Licensing Bureau. Once again, that's 505-383-2316. 505-383-2316. Okay, so hey, now you have completed unit number 1, and I want to remind you that you can review any of these training videos that you've completed at NewMexicoDealer.com. That's NewMexicoDealer.com. You'll just go to that website, and at the very top there, click on Dealer Videos, and you'll be able to watch all the videos that you have just completed. So now that we're done with unit 1, let's move on to unit number 2.